Public warning. This podcast contains explicit content due to the nature of the horror films we are commentarying on, being used for educational purposes, and maybe for entertainment and stuff and things. I'm Chad, and this is Horror Commentary.
Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to Horror Commentary. I'm your host, my name is Jonas. If you're listening, podcast audio version, jump over to Horror Commentary Podcast on YouTube, and you can watch the video version. You can watch me being scared, watch the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Dead Silence from 2007, directed by James Wan, one of his first, along with Saw, one of his first horror movies. And this movie has a very special place in my innards because this was filmed in the very location where my parents go camping every summer. In the quarry in which the campground is, this is where they filmed Dead Silence, along with the town you see in this movie is the town just outside their campground. So this is pretty creepy, and I've been there since watching this, and it's amazing going back and watching the movie. And oh yeah, this is the shot where they, it was really cool, and I love this movie. For me, it's super terrifying, super great green beans. But let's just jump into this, all right, people? We're gonna be hitting play for Dead Silence in 3, 2, 1. Play. Play's hit. All right, old-fashioned Universal, whatever you want to call it, Universal picture. It's all really old-fashioned. In the 6th century BC, it was believed that the spirits of the dead would speak through the stomach region of the living, from the Latin word venture for belly and loqui to speak, hence the word ventriloquist. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I love this music. All right, we're rolling credits now. Actually, if you listen to the intro of my horror commentary, you'll hear a winding and then this music playing as Chad starts speaking. Because this is, I think this was the creepiest. Dead Silence. I think this is probably the creepiest horror music. This and Saw. I love Saw music. Set by the same composer, Charlie Clouser, if you're into that to know. I think he writes extremely creepy things. All right, so what we're watching while the credits are rolling is an older person. They're Donnie Wahlberg's in this, everyone. They are mapping out plans for a doll. They're making a doll. So they got a big block of wood, and they're now chiseling out the face. Oh, yeah. It's the creepy Billy doll. Now we're sanding it down. And putting the eyeballs in. The eyeballs are a little creepy. Expression. The Perfect Doll. Music by Charlie Clouser. Just came up on the screen. And now we're cutting the fabric for the doll. We're still, man, this is such an interesting, because I've seen this movie, I know, how important this is. But, watching it for the first time, it's actually not boring to watch this. I hate when you just have, movies starting, it's just credits of, scenery and music. I like when they can really incorporate, to make the perfect doll, there's a little flip note that you can see what the perfect doll will look like. Now she's painting the lips and the eyes and the features. Yeah, I don't like it when it's just boring, when there's nothing to hold you, because obviously you want to watch the whole movie, but like you can be so bored in the first 10 minutes if the credits are terrible. And unless you do credits like this, you should not put credits at the beginning. As a professional, that's my opinion. Directed by James Wan, the Billy Doll is finished. And we're zooming in to his little teeny tiny gross eyeball. I don't like it. I like it, but I don't like it. All right, someone's looking. It looks like a pipe. Oh, water hits their face. Okay, this is Jamie. He's a young man.
Just a couple more minutes.
His wife comes in the kitchen.
You said that an hour ago.
Just a couple more minutes. He's fixing the sink.
I'm making you a gourmet dinner.
Oh, he's gonna make her a gourmet dinner. As soon as he's done fixing the sink, she looks at her watch. She climbs on top of him. She pulls him up.
Surrender to the wonders of takeout.
Oh, she wants takeout. She wants takeout. Don't do it, Jamie. All right, we're looking at the front door. Someone walking in front of the front door. Oh, they start kissing. The bell goes off.
You are fast.
Oh, that's a sex joke. All right, Jamie opens the door. He looks around. He looks down. Jamie Ashen. It's a big old nasty box. He's in the kitchen.
I don't know.
She says, "Who's it from?" He brings in the living room, puts it on the coffee table.
Well, it doesn't even say where it's from.
Well, there's one way to find out.
She's gonna open it. All right, they both tear it apart. Tear off the paper. So looks like a big suitcase. They open it up. They look. It's the Billy Doll.
Oh, James.
But he's old and worn.
Did us a baby.
Baby, honey, you're just...
Oh, she's all lovey-dovey about it.
I have no idea.
There's no return address.
Hardly note.
She lifts it up.
Real.
She plays with the eyes. It's too creepy. I hate it. I hate this doll.
I don't know about you, but Lisa's hungry for Chinese.
She...
I think my wife's going crazy.
She's pretending to be the doll. She's ventriloquisting the doll, saying, "You better give me some Chinese takeout."
You remember, come on, that old ghost story about the woman who had all those dolls.
Mary Shaw.
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw.
Ooh.
She had no children, only dolls.
She's telling Jamie. Jamie's looking between her and the doll. Oh! She scared Jamie with the doll, but he wasn't scared.
You're having just a little too much fun.
Yeah, she's having way too much
I
fun.
won't let the scary dummy hurt you.
Thank you.
Oh. Right, she sits him down. Gets him all nice and proper. Sitting on the case, leaning against the back of it. They're looking at it. The camera zooms in. Its mouth drops open. She kind of jumps. They look at each other like, what the frick? Oh my gosh. Alright, it gets raining outside. Jamie, he's picking up the food from the Chinese restaurant. It's raining. He runs to his car. He gets inside. It's raining cats, dogs, and poodles out there, people. Don't forget your umbrellas listening to this episode. Back in the apartment, she puts the kettle on the stove. Now she's propping up Billy in their bed. She said, if you help me with this. Oh, frick. She goes to the closet. She's trying to find something. She's trying to find a pillow. She heard a noise. She turns around. The doll is now, its head is facing her. She looks around like, what the frick? Okay, she closes the closet door. All right, she lifts up the doll, puts the pillow behind him so now he can sit up straight. She puts a blanket over his head. All right, she walks by the mirror. Oh, she looks, she's checking out her body in the mirror. She grabs a blanket, puts it under the shirt to make it look like she's pregnant. She wants to have a baby. She looks at the little bulge the blanket's making. She's happy. All right, a shot of the living room. We got some music playing. Got some ripping tunes happening, people. Oh, she heard something. She turns off the light. She calls out for Jay. Jamie's home. She looks around. There's nothing. The music slows and distorts. She looks around. There's the clock. The sound of the clock slows down, but the clock is still going. The kettle is boiling. She looks at the kettle. Same thing. The sound slows down and stops, but it's still boiling. On her face, she looks terrified. She hears a giggle coming from the bedroom. She looks in. There's the bedroom. She turned the light out. The Billy doll with a sheet covering it to scare Jamie. Her breaths are sharp. She looks at the doll. She enters the room. It's dead quiet. There's lightning, but there's no sound. She gets closer to the bed. A shot from underneath the bed, watching her feet approach. She's right beside the bed now with the doll. She's terrified. She reaches out, goes to grab the blanket. The sheets fly up. She screams. We hear the sound of knives. She gets thrown outside of the bedroom. She's inside the sheet. Her hand comes out. She's crawling out of the sheet. She's coughing. Blood pours out of her mouth. She's coughing. She's in the hallway. She looks behind her. It slows down. She gets dragged into the bedroom and screams. All right, Jamie's now at the apartment. He pulls a rose. He was protecting a rose from the rain. He's got the Chinese food. Got the Chinese food, people. He gets to the house. Oh, there's a weird sound inside. No worries. He opens the door. Oh my gosh, he's got the music. She's got the music blasting. The kettle's screaming. He runs over, puts down the Chinese food, puts down the rose. Oh, the kettle is super hot. He tried to touch it, burnt his hand. All right, he moves the kettle, turns off the stove. Calls out for Lisa. Please. Hello. All right, he opens the fridge. Lisa. What's he grabbing? He grabbed it. Oh, she says, I'm in here.
Dinner in bed.
Again. Puts the rose in his mouth. He's got, looks like a couple glass bottles of Coke. Oh, he's slipped on something in the hallway. He turns on the light. He drops the rose. There's blood all over the floor and the walls.
What's going on?
Ooh, that's a big of thunder.
I have a surprise for you, Jamie.
Oh, the voice distorted into an older woman's at the end. He opens the bedroom, turns on the light. Oh no. There's something under the sheet and there's a little bit of red coming through.
This is not funny.
Oh, he heard her laugh in the hallway. He turns around, there's nothing there. He looks back at the figure under the sheet, propped up in the bed. He gets closer. We see blood trails moving towards the bed from the hall. He gets closer. He grabs the edge of the sheet. He rips it off. There's her face. Her mouth gaping open horribly. Tongue removed. Her hands still in the position of screaming. He tripped over the Billy doll in response to seeing his wife like that. All right, now on Jamie's face, tear slips from his eye. Police are outside the, what's it called? The apartment. The ambulance is there. They're taking her away. He's crying. Going beside her body. All right, another transition. On Jamie's face, another tear slips from his eye. He's in a small room.
Thing is, she's got no defensive wounds.
All right, it looks like we're with the police. We got Donnie, my main man, Donnie Wahlberg. He's got a wicked-ass mustache, and he's eating a donut. All right, they're talking about Jamie.
Get your marks.
Not a win.
What about
Drugs.
Drugs.
That's a gift. I think the word's here and they come out there.
Preliminary results say no, but the final tox results won't be in for 48 hours.
Trying to figure out if
Personally, I
Jamie.
think only someone high as a kite would kill his wife and then pose her as a mannequin. But the weirdest thing
Oh,
is her face.
frick.
I've never seen anything like it.
No one ever will see anything like it because it's just a movie. All right, Donnie goes into the room with Jamie. Donnie takes his coat off. He hangs it up. He gets his tape recorder.
You know what it was? Your mistake.
Your mistake.
Yep.
The rose. Oh, he's like, you know what your mistake was? It's the rose. He goes over to the mirror. He's shaving his face
Like that's an alibi.
with an electric razor. An alibi.
I knew. Did you say something?
Why would I need an alibi?
I'm sure your lawyer wants you to have one.
My lawyer?
Oh, all right. Donnie's pretty convinced that Jamie did it. We both know Jamie didn't do it. But Donnie's just being a straight up ass.
Up against.
He's like, you better freaking get a lawyer and all this stuff. And Jamie's like, you think I killed my wife?
I killed my wife.
No. No, I don't think you did.
No.
I'm just trying to help your lawyer out. I mean, he's gonna need something more concrete. I mean, at least to shift his suspicion.
Donnie's just being an ass.
If you want to talk suspicion, why don't you start by looking at the package that
Detective Matthews. Oh, Jamie says the package that was sent to my door. Donnie clears his throat.
Before Lisa was killed.
Yeah, a package containing a ventriloquist dummy.
Well, the mystery toy department is down the hall. This is the homicide department.
Oh, he's being an ass.
Tell me how some...
He just lost his wife and you're being such an ass. Jamie's thinking.
In a town where I'm from,
In the town where I'm from.
ventriloquist dummy is a bad omen.
We're not in your town, Jamie.
Legend, and
Excuse me while I
believe
vape.
that the dummy brings death to those around them. Okay.
Thank you for letting me vape.
Jamie,
All right,
I've never arrested a dummy for murder before.
but I have arrested a
But I
bunch of
arrested quite a few
husbands.
husbands.
Seen this movie.
You don't think it's weird that this package arrives right before Lisa is
I'm gonna
killed?
tell you what I think is weird. You said that your wife spoke to you just moments before you found her, right?
Yes.
But she didn't have a tongue. In fact, according to
Jamie
you,
looks-
she was already dead.
Looks surprised by that information.
That's weird.
Maybe he didn't know her tongue was cut out.
What are you gonna do?
Arrest me?
Arrest me?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh. Donnie's he's such a cocky ass in this.
You can go, Ash.
Cock ass.
You're a free man for now.
All right, Jamie's free to go. Thank the prophets, because he didn't do anything. Jamie needs to figure this out.
Give me more time to do your job for you.
Ooh, Donnie looks after him. He's writing stuff down. He's not happy. All right, we're outside somewhere. Is it their apartment? Jamie's outside. It's his apartment. He opens the door. There's a police tape in front of his door. He walks in. He's looking around. Goes to the bedroom. They got plastic down on the floor. There's blood on the stain on the carpet. He looks at the bed. He just looks numb inside. He doesn't want to look at it. He looks down. There's the doll. He gets the doll. He's taking the doll somewhere. Throws the doll on the couch. Yeah, he's looking at the box it came in. He's looking all around. Looks under it. Looks at some of the packaging. Oh wait, there's a tear inside it. On the material. There's something under the material. Jamie starts ripping the material. Oh, there's something there. Oh. The Amazing Mary Shaw and Billing in Raven's Fair. Alright, he knows where he needs to go. Jamie's now on the highway. He's driving there. In a nice red car. Guess where he's driving? To the place where my parents go camping. Oh my gosh, I love the soundtrack so much. Passed on that bridge. Bring on that bridge. Raven's Fair. A quiet place to live. Man, what a crazy transition. Man, James 1 was all about weird transmissions in this one. Walked by all those shops there. So Jamie's looking, he's just driving through the downtown, and all the shops are like closed. There's like nothing happening. It's a ghost town. Literally. Alright, he's driving down a dirt road. He comes up to some gates. A gentleman opens the gates for him. That's very nice. Thank you, young man. I actually think there's a deleted scene where he has a conversation with that dude. But it's not in this, because it's a deleted scene. Alright, Jamie drives up to a very nice looking house. He's standing outside the house. It's a mansion, a beautiful mansion. Jamie's well dressed. He goes up to the front door and knocks. It's a very, oh, the door opens. A young, middle-aged woman opens the... She's like, Jamie.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
He has no idea who she is.
You home.
Who are you?
Oh, my lord, you must think I'm so rude.
Yes.
I haven't even been introduced.
You are rude.
I'm Ella.
Ella. Under my umbrella. Ella.
I'm your stepmother.
Oh, wow. She is like 3 years older than Jamie.
Please come in.
She's a stepmom.
There's some things that you need to know about your father.
Alright, we're walking through the house. It is a gorgeous house.
Your father won't fight you.
Oh, he just called from...
Not anymore.
Just called from upstairs. Jamie makes his way upstairs. He goes into the office, study. He opens the door, walks in, he looks around, looks for his dad.
I can hear you. That damn chair is stuck.
Here, Edward, let me help you.
So she walked in behind. He's wearing a mask. He looks really, really weird. Right, she stands behind him. She puts his hand on her, Ella puts her hand on her husband's shoulder.
Father had a stroke 2 months ago.
Oh, and he's not doing good.
You never return my calls.
He's bound to a
I
wheelchair.
don't know what to say to you.
I take it I wasn't the easiest person to get along with in the past.
He doesn't look very good.
Change.
He looks almost dead. Like he's all pale. His eyes are a bit gross.
I'm sorry about your wife. I hear you brought her home.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll call Henry Walker and make the arrangement.
Henry Walker.
It's okay. I can take care of it.
Don't worry about it.
As your father, it's the least I can do.
You've done the least you can do my whole life. It's
Oh,
totally for charity now.
shit.
Is that why you've come here? To
For
remind
charity.
me what a bad father I've been to you?
Yes,
In light of what has happened, I was hoping we could put that in the past.
you can't put it in the past. The past is behind us, but the future's before us, so the past, it is behind us. You know? Does that make sense?
Mom used to read me a poem. Do you remember what it was?
Beware of the he looks at his wife. He looks back at Jamie.
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw.
She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her in your dreams, make sure you never ever scream.
You know it.
It's just a scary poem parents would tell their kids to keep them in line.
It's more than just a ghost story.
Kind of like Santa. Excuse me while I
We
vape.
live in a small town, Jamie. Small minds breed small-minded superstition.
Thank you for letting me vape.
There's nothing else to tell.
His father's saying, don't worry about this. His stepmom is saying, Jamie, you just need to...
No, that's okay.
It's just a stupid story. But Jamie, he knows better.
Jamie.
Jamie leaves.
Jamie, please wait.
All right, Ella runs after him.
Nice meeting you all.
Your father's changed. He's
All right,
not the
they-
man that you remember.
Oh man, they stop in the hallway in the middle of the stairs with a bunch of pictures.
See that?
He points to a portrait of him and his dad.
Drove her to kill herself.
And
Second wife.
oh man.
One there. But she was smart enough to leave. So it's a good thing you're gonna outlive him, lady. And we know when to paint you out.
So in the pictures with the like family portraits, when Jamie was younger, obviously there were women in the father's life, and when they died or left him, he would paint them out of the pictures. All right, he's at the funeral home now. He's meeting with Henry. He's an older man.
Through the various casket options we have.
All right, we're going through casket options, people. This isn't the fun part of having the death of a loved one.
Preferences are. Have you spoken to her family yet?
Only once. We didn't really talk about casket choices.
That makes sense.
When is she arriving?
Tonight. Once the police have released her body, then I'll pick her up.
So I guess both her, Jamie, and his wife, I forget her name, Elizabeth, Jennifer, Steve. Anyway, they're being sent back to. She's being buried in their hometown, and all right, they're gonna wait till Jamie's just gonna stay in town and do all the preparations. So now he's staying at a hotel, and he has Billy the doll with him. Jamie's lying on his bed in the hotel room, takes his wallet, he pulls out a picture of his wife. He puts it back in his wallet, puts his wallet back on the nightstand, turns the light out. They're, right beside the vacancy sign on the hotel, so they have a constant red light strobing just outside the window. And Billy's sitting on the chair at the table by the window. Jamie rolls over, tries to get some sleep. The camera pans over to Billy, sitting, it's not a table, it's just a chair by the window, panning by the vacancy sign. Oh my gosh, it's just his foot. We're in the bathroom, the sink is dripping. We can hear the drip. We're on Billy's face. The sound starts slowing down. Billy's eyes slowly start turning to look at Jamie. The sound of the sink dripping slows down as well. This means bad news bears is coming. Jamie rolls over. He rolls to face the window. His eyes are closed. He's trying to get a little comfy. He hears his name. He opens his eyes. Holy frick, the doll! The doll was right beside his bed. He looks in the mirror. He looks over. The doll is back in the chair. He looks around. There is someone on the opposite end of the room, crouched. An old woman. She stands up straight. The wind blows the curtain. And we can... Oh my gosh! She's looking at Jamie through the curtain. Jamie goes over. He turns on the light. And then she vanishes. It's just Billy. You can see Billy's reflection in the mirror beside him. That was a little bit creepy. Shout out to Mary Shaw. How many people here are fans of Mary Shaw? This young little teeny tiny baby boy right here. I like Mary Shaw. I think she's done perfectly creepy. Alright. I got a car arriving somewhere in the dead of night. It's nice and foggy. Alright, it's Henry. It looks like Lisa. Lisa's her name. Lisa is the wife. Yeah. Right, where he's going to start the autopsy on her, or preparing her for burial. He opens the bag. We don't see her face, but he backs up. He says, no, it can't be. Really bad acting there. I'm sorry, I love this guy. I know I'm in another show. That was really bad acting. All right, he looks around. He's got to find something. He says, Marion.
Marion, is that you?
Oh, he's hearing crying coming from somewhere. He goes into a closet. He opens, looks like
I told you not to go.
a small...
Now come out of there and go to bed.
Oh, frick, it's a small, dirty crawl space under the house. Oh, it's so gross.
I don't have time to play games.
Oh, marrying his wife. She says she won't find me down here. She's inside, deep inside this nasty, dirty crawl space full of cobwebs and just the creepiest place literally on earth. She comes out. She has a stuffed crow. She has dementia. His wife, Maureen says she won't find me in here. Anyway, he sends her upstairs. Henry goes back over to Lisa's body. He's scared. He gets his camera. He aims the camera right at Lisa's face, snaps a pic. Oh boy. Alright, now looks like we're at the funeral. We see Jamie's all dressed in black. Ella's there as well. We're looking at statues in the cemetery. Doesn't look like his father's there. Not surprised. When was his father ever there? Jamie goes over and drops a rose on the casket. He stands there just numb. Alright, he's walking through the forest now. Probably just needs to clear his head. You know what I mean? He sees something. Oh, there's a woman walking in black. Jamie looks around. What the frick? He's gonna go follow her. Alright, Jamie's walking down a path. Looks like there's a tombstone with an angel on this path. Oh yeah, there's tombstones everywhere. Oh, a woman comes up and grabs him. It's Maureen.
Did you see her do it?
Kill my wife? What are you talking about?
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw.
She looks like a tombstone.
Dolls. And if you see her in your dream,
Henry.
she's here. No one's safe.
No, Marion, you leave him alone.
Marion's looking around. She's saying it's not safe. It's not safe. She's here. Henry apologizes. Henry convinces Maureen. One of the last things Maureen says is, "You must bury the doll." That's Roger. Roger, I'm going to be burying that doll, right? Something proper quick. Maybe put a little fire on it first. All right, Jamie goes over to this tomb. It's all covered in branches and vines. Starts clearing it off. What's all this about? Mary Shaw, 1869 to 1941. All right, walk down that exact street. All right, Jamie, he's driving somewhere. It looks like he's going to the hotel. Raven's Fair Motel. Hotel, motel, same diff. He gets in. He goes to the doll. Starts looking all over for the doll. On the back of its neck it says Billy. That's a good indication that the name of the doll is Billy. Alright, he's driving at night and he has Billy in the passenger seat beside him. A close-up on Billy's face. We can see Billy's face looking past at Jamie. Oh, Billy's eyes start turning to look completely at Jamie. Jamie's driving. Something catches the corner of his eye. Oh my gosh, Billy's completely looking at Jamie now. Jamie looks over. Billy's normal. But there was also humming in the background. Jamie's like, dude, you're losing it. All right, it looks like we have arrived. Excuse me, I think I yawned. Oh. Sorry, I'm recording this super late, people. But you gotta get it done. All right, we're back at the cemetery late at night. As you do, that's the best time to go to cemeteries. It's late at night when you need a flashlight. All right, we're walking through the creepiness. Jamie, he has the Billy doll. He goes to the grave of Mary Shaw. He looks around. He's looking for something. There's a bunch of small graves all around it. Holly. One says, oh, they all have Mary. So these are her dolls. MS. Kenneth. Gregory. These are all her dolls. Alright, he found Billy. Alright, we're starting to dig. It's getting hot. He's going to take his coat off. He's now digging with his hand. The Billy doll is just looking right at him. Alright, he found something. He lifts open a coffin lid. Oh my gosh. The Billy doll's mouth slowly opens. Oh no. Everything goes completely quiet. The leaves are rustling, but he goes over, he grabs the Billy doll, he puts it in. Its head turns and looks right at him. He closes the lid. All right, he's going back to his car. I guess he finished the deed. All right, he gets back in his car. He takes a second to breathe. Oh, something moved behind the car, a shadow. He turns and looks. He's terrified. Now in front of the car, he looks. He can't see anything. His windows are all fogged. He's looking around. Oh, frick, something just went by the passenger side window. He looks. He doesn't see anything. Oh, frick, the Billy doll is looking right outside his window, and then it ducks down. All right, he opens the door. He's gonna figure out what the heck is going on here. He looks, there's nothing there. He looks under the car. All right, he's calm. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. But holy frick! All right, we're back at his motel. He's washing his face. Why would, like, you saw the Billy doll, why would you not? All right, he goes out of the washroom. He's holy frick! The doll.
I asked you not to leave the city.
Oh, the doll is sitting on his bag, ready for him for when Jamie comes out. Donnie is in his hotel room. He said, "Why'd you leave? You weren't supposed to leave." And he starts shaving his face. He starts shaving his face.
You know, Jamie, you really are forcing me to use the word perplexed an awful lot lately.
Don't you dare use that word.
You mind telling me what the hell that is?
That's a Billy doll, Donnie.
Since you don't want to answer my questions,
All right, he picks up the Billy doll.
I'd like to answer his.
He ventriloquizes, puts his hand in its butt,
Why did you bury me, Jamie?
and he starts talking as if he's the doll.
Capital crime. A crime that you are the #1 suspect in.
Oh, that's creepy. He made the doll slowly look at him.
It's like I told you before. The night Mason was murdered.
I don't like that doll.
Somebody sent it to me. It just arrived on our doorstep.
He's trying to convince.
Why did you bury it?
It came from that cemetery. I was just putting it back.
In the cemetery.
Yeah, in a cemetery.
There's an old ghost story around here about a woman named Mary Shaw.
I've heard it.
She was buried with her doll collection.
We're looking
The
at
story
Billy's
goes,
face.
if you ever see her, make sure you never scream.
Or what?
Or you lose your tongue.
Or you end up without a tongue.
Yep.
I guess your wife didn't listen.
Oh, you asshole.
Settle down, Jamie. Let's not add assaulting an officer to your list.
Yeah, well, don't be a frickin' asshole to him, man. Oh, I guess your wife didn't listen too well. Frick you, Donnie.
What do you know?
I do know whoever sent this to me either knows who killed my wife or did it themselves.
Okay, Jamie has more sense here. Donnie is just a stupid-ass cop who has no time for anything. But Donnie's taking the doll with him. He's taking the doll. It's because it's evidence. Making sure Jamie doesn't bury it, but that's not a good idea. He says, "Goodnight, neighbor." He leaves Jamie's motel. He's like, "Wait, neighbor?" He goes, opens the door, sneakily looks out. Oh, Donnie's in the exact next motel room from Jamie. As you do. Jamie is sitting on his bed. He's thinking hard. You can see smoke coming out of his ears. That's how hard he's thinking. JK, there's no smoke. Except for the vape I'm about to vape right now.
Very smooth skin. Seriously.
All right, Donnie's shaving in the morning. He's like, you have very smooth skin. What's your secret? Because Donnie likes to shave just small patches of his face at a time. I love that this is also obviously set in the fall with all the trees. All right, Donnie takes off in his car. Probably going to go get a cup of coffee. All right, Jamie, he sneaks into Donnie's, oh my gosh, it's loud, into Donnie's place. Gets the doll. Oh man, he's got the doll. Where is he now? The funeral home. He's going to the funeral home. He's got some questions for Henry. Oh, he holds the doll up to Marion. She tries to get away from him. She has to walk by him. Marion.
Marion, please!
I know.
What do you know about Mary Shaw?
Henry comes out.
I didn't say anything.
She says to Henry, you didn't say anything. Henry looks down, sees the doll. He points.
You're not supposed to have that. Where did you get that?
Maybe you can tell me.
Henry looks very uncomfortable. He whispers it's hers. He puts his hand up to his mouth. We don't say that name like Voldemort. You don't say Voldemort's
Why
name.
don't you try?
Henry looks terrified.
It might just help me find out who killed my wife.
I know who killed your wife.
There are things you remember, and there are things you can't forget.
Alright, he's sat Jamie down. We're inside his house now. Henry's going to tell him the story.
Her name was Mary Shaw.
Okay, we've established
The
that.
ventriloquist who lost her voice.
You're not supposed to talk about it, Henry.
Boy, those were the
Alright, we're now back in time. That quarry rock right there, I have swam there, everyone.
theater.
Sorry, I just get really excited about this stuff. I love horror, and I love that I was
I only ever
in a
went
place
there.
that is one of my favorite horror movies. Alright, we're back in time. We're at a show way back in the day. A guy comes out on stage.
Prepare to be astounded.
We're gonna be. There's a young man in the crowd, and this young man is, believe it or not, Henry.
Made of wood.
The boy made of wood. Alright. We're gonna watch a big old nasty show. Woman walks out on stage. She has a case in tow. She opens it. It's empty.
Where is Billy?
It's an old woman.
Billy!
It's Mary Shaw.
Are you
She's calling out for Billy.
fighting me, Mother?
Oh, a voice comes from behind everyone in the crowd.
You did.
She points directly at Henry.
Could you check under your seat for me?
Yes. Yes. He looks. There is the Billy doll.
Here. Do you mind bringing him to me?
You got it. All right. Young Henry reaches down, gets the doll. He's bringing it up to Mary Shaw.
Say thank you.
Thank you, Henry.
Whoa.
That right, young man. Is your name Henry?
Is your name Henry? Henry shakes his head yes.
My boys had his eye on you.
All right. She's really creepily ventriloquisting her and Billy.
Don't I treat you well?
Oh, yes, you're the best mother I could ever hope for. It's just that it gets so dusty inside that little box. It makes me wanna.
Wonder what?
What?
Oh, she holds out a hanky. Billy sneezes into it. Everyone is amazed.
You sneezed all over my shoe.
Oh, she sneezed down her. Everyone's enjoying. This is amazing. This is an incredible show.
Lips moving.
Oh, a kid just yelled out, I can see her lips moving. He goes, what? Billy's eyes slowly turns and looks at the kids.
Said,
I did. I can see it. Her lips are moving.
frick off, kid.
You say to that?
Enjoy the show.
He doesn't think you're a real person.
What do you mean, Mother?
He thinks you're a dummy.
You're not a
And
dummy.
I'm doing your voice for you.
But that can't be true.
Oh my gosh.
No way you'd give me all the good lines.
Forget
Oh shit, good comeback.
There will always be doubters.
I don't want to forget, Mother. I think we should show this boy just how real I am. I'm just as real as him.
No, I'm afraid we must go on with the show.
No, I'm as real as you are. And I'll show
Alone, Billy.
I'll show him what it's
Listen
like,
to me,
Mother.
that's enough.
I'm as real as you. Bring him up here.
Oh man. Her and the doll were talking at the exact same time. She looks around the crowd, and then Mary Shaw's eyes focus on that kid.
Now, who's the dummy?
Oh shit. Alright, now we're back with old Henry and Jamie.
Without a trace.
That kid disappeared.
I always felt that Mary Shaw played some
She
role
did
in
play a
this.
part
Not
because
long after that,
she's
but
creepy.
She was murdered. Who killed her?
Uh,
No one ever found
the
out.
yokels killed her.
In her will, Mary stated that her dummy.
Alright, so, oh yeah. Police officer handed
All 101 of them.
the information to,
Her body was brought to my father's mortuary.
oh, okay, yeah. So we're in the Henry's father was a funeral dude before. So Henry inherited the family business, and he said her last will and testament was a little bit creepy deaky because to be prepared for the funeral, she wanted to be turned into a doll herself. And so now we have young Henry sneaking down into the funeral parlor to see if he can catch a glimpse of Mary Shaw. It's creepy. It's nighttime. Obviously, that's the only time you go into a place like this. He sneaks in. There's the casket and a couple of Mary Shaw's dolls, including the Billy doll. We get a nice good little crack of thunder. Glad there's no thunder out tonight, because I'd be done pooping myself, if you catch my drift. Alright, he stands up on the table. Oh, the table's leaning. He looks in. The Billy doll is looking completely at Henry. Henry looks. He's looking at the feet. He's slowly making his way up. He sees her hands. The table is tilting. He looks up at the face. And the table completely falls over because of his weight. He falls. The casket falls. He looks. Oh my gosh. Mary Shaw fell right next to him. Her dead body turned into a doll's. She's lying there in the shadow. He scooches across the floor. Now she's gone. He's looking around. Little young Henry. He's looking. He looks up. There she's standing up, smiling, looking at him. Henry puts his hands over his mouth so he won't scream. His father walks into the room, turns the lights on. She's lying on the floor where she fell. He goes over to Henry and says, "Come on."
She was buried. Raven's Fair has been plagued by death.
Oh, ever since she was buried, Raven's Hill has been plagued by death,
Found without their tongues.
which, oh, ew, he's showing pictures. Henry's showing Jamie pictures posed with these people with white dead eyes and their mouths open like dolls with their tongues removed. One picture caught his eye. It's a picture of his wife. He says, "Why would you take these pictures?"
Part of my business.
They're part of his business. He
Who would have dug up a dummy and
takes
said,
pictures of people's bodies before they're buried.
No one in this town dare speak Mary Shaw's name.
Yeah, so you're Frick there, Henry.
They know she won't stop killing until the screaming does.
Why so much
She
screaming?
lived out of that old theater. Right? The one on Lost Lake?
Jamie, please.
Don't do it, Jamie. Don't go. Don't go, Jamie.
Please be careful.
Oh.
If you go looking for answers, you just might find them.
Oh. Alright, it looks like he left the doll. Marion watched him drive away. There's a painting or a map behind her, and it turns into an aerial plot of what may be his burial plot. No, an aerial shot of a burial plot. Sorry, shout out to Eminem. Alright, he's driving to find the old theater that was Mary Shaw's old theater. Alright, Donnie, he's at the... he says he's at Mary Shaw's place of burial. He says, "What's up, Mary? I'm just gonna checking on the kids." With the shovel, he's gonna start doing some shoveling. I jumped off that little thing. That's where I've been. I've been there. I'm gonna stop saying that. Alright, he's at the theater. The bridge is all broken, but there's a small boat that you can use to get across to where the actual theater is. Don't know why that would be there, because it seems a little dangerous. Anyway, he's at the entrance of the theater. He goes in. It is completely decaying inside. There's trees growing out of the floor. Chandeliers are broken. Looks like they once tried to tarp all the chairs, and the tarps are all tattered and ruined. It's really gross everywhere. There's a mattress. There's a mattress in the middle of the floor. He looks at the chandelier that was once on the ceiling. Is no more. He jumps up on the stage. He looks at all the junk that's on the stage. He goes over to a piano. Every time someone plays the piano in a horror movie, they always play the creepiest song. Alright, now he's backstage. He's looking around. There's a ladder. A ladder that goes to some scaffolding up top. Did Jamie climb it? He did. Oh, Jamie, why would you do that? Alright, he checks the stability of the catwalk. That's like freaking 14 stories up. Oh my gosh, you're an insane person. He looks around. It seems to be safe. Oh, frick! Some of the bolts gave loose. Jamie, don't go there. He stops. He takes a deep breath. Alright, we can see one of the joints. It keeps showing us a joint that is not doing so hot. Alright, he made his way completely across. He opens a door, the other side of the catwalk. Looks like a dark and nasty hallway. Oh yeah, I remember this hallway with windows with creepy ass curtains. It's just a dark, dirty cement hallway. Alright, he opens a door into another back room. That's off the dank hallway. Alright, he's done looking around. It looks like this could have been someone's dressing room. Cobwebs everywhere. Like frickin' spiders galore in this place. Alright, there's a fireplace. Everything's still there. It's just all frickin' destroyed to frick. Alright, there's a doll on the floor. He picks it up. He looks at it. There's a pull string. He pulls the string. What's it gonna sound like? Oh, that's not creepy at all. He throws the doll down. Posters everywhere of Billy and Mary Shaw. Billy and Mary Shaw, ladies and gentlemen. There's an old suitcase on the floor. He opens it up. And he looks inside. It's full of newspaper clippings and pictures and a book. He picks up the book. Holy frick, in the mirror, someone just walked behind him. He didn't see it. All right, oh, frick off. All right, he's flipping through. It's Mary Shaw's blueprints on building the dolls. We got blueprints of the nose, the cheeks, the animatronics for the eyes, the mouth. It looks like somewhere like more human looking, which is not good. He looks at one. There's that flap of paper to make the perfect doll. All right, he looks in. Young family, fortune. Okay, all the missing children. There's all these clippings in the book. In her book. Michael Ashing missing. All the sound drains from around him. He notices it. He looks around. He looks up. In the mirror, oh my gosh! There was a woman with her throat cut in the mirror behind him. He turns around, looks. There's nothing there. All right, he's done. He's leaving. He's leaving this place. Jumps down off the stage. All right, we're now with Henry. He's walking around pacing. He's got a book in his hand. He hears Marion. She's talking to her stuffed crow. Henry's looking at some...
I didn't talk, I didn't.
Wait, who's she talking to?
I didn't.
He goes, he looks, Marion's talking. She's singing in the funeral parlor.
Something.
She's saying, say something. She's talking to someone or something. She's been talking to Billy. Henry's horrified. He grabs the bill.
He did talk to me.
Oh, Marion said that Billy was talking to her. All right. He goes down into his workspace where he works on the bodies, sits the doll. He's gonna frickin' figure something out. All right, he's looking around, goes into the closet, hits the light. We focus in on the Billy doll. All right, he's looking for something. The Billy doll's eyes slowly turns and watches Henry. Henry found a shovel. Oh, he grabs some gloves. He hears something. Sounds like muffled talking. It's coming from the crawl space in the closet. Marion, frick.
Marion, I'm sorry I yelled at you.
He thinks Marion is in the crawl space. We all know she's not. He goes towards the crawl space. Billy's eyes follow Henry. Henry gets a flashlight. He opens up the crawl space, completely dark. Now Billy's head turns to look at Henry as well. All right, he crawls in. He says, Marion, it'll all be over soon. Just come out of there. He's looking around. He's making his way further inside the crawl space. So small you can't even... Oh, he sees what looks like her. All right, she's not moving. So he goes over. He's at the other side of the crawl space. He goes to touch Marion. It falls over to Mannequin. The door closes behind him. The door to the entrance closes. All right, he calls out for Marion. He's crawling towards it. He tries to push on the door to the crawl space. He's locked in the crawl space. He's pounding on the door. All the sound comes out, drains out. He hears something. It's dead quiet. He looks around with a flashlight. I would not be doing that. He goes back to the door. Billy's voice says, "Hello, Henry." Henry stops. He slowly turns around, fear all over his face. He goes towards a pillar. He looks into the darkness. A hand goes around one of the pillars. He flashes his flashlight on it. It's a decaying hand. It falls away. He turns. Mary Shaw's face is right there. He screams. Her decaying face smiles and goes towards him. His mouth opens and blood splatters everywhere. We can see Mary Shaw. She opens her mouth and tongues come out. And she adds Henry's tongue to the other tongues. Oh my gosh. The closet opens. Henry's body falls out with a gaping wide open mouth with no tongue. So, Mary Shaw takes everyone's tongues. She attaches it to make her own really long other people's tongues. And then she has the voice of the person.
I'll vouch for that.
All right, Jamie is visiting his family.
I came to talk about Mary Shaw.
Ella is
You lied to me.
giving some soup to his dad. He
No,
said you
what?
lied to me.
What does Michael Ashton and our family have to do with Mary Shaw?
Sorry, I'm full of vapes tonight, people.
When he was a boy.
All right, we're gonna find out the story. The first little boy who went missing was an Ashen, and that's Jamie's last name.
So they dealt their own justice.
Oh, so.
Discreet.
Oh my gosh, the townspeople took justice into their own hands, found Mary Shaw, forced Mary Shaw to scream, and then they cut out her tongue.
But she didn't stay dead.
And then they killed her.
She came back and took her revenge.
Because of all these people who were going missing, they were blaming Mary Shaw. Oh, each of the men who were involved in her murder, they were killed with their, not scared, with their tongues ripped out. Their families, the children, everyone.
Distance.
Oh.
Lisa's death made me realize.
So that's why his father was so distant, because he wanted Jamie to have nothing to do with this curse.
I'm paying for the sins of my fathers.
But it found
I'm sorry. All I ever meant
It found his
was to
wife.
protect you, even if it earned your hatred.
One way or another. I'm gonna stop this.
Stop it, Jamie. He turns and leaves. Oh, he runs into Donnie.
You could help me with the missing persons case. Oh, wait. Looking for a male. Brown hair. It's around this tall.
Donnie's looking for the doll.
Hand up his ass.
Sometimes you find him with a hand up his ass. That'd be Billy.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
All 100 of them. What I want to know is
All right.
who did it and why.
He dug up, so Donnie dug up all of the dolls, and every single last doll was missing.
Sounds ever heard of Mary Shaw or your little fairy tale?
They're lying. They're afraid.
Afraid of what? Afraid of ghosts? Or are they afraid of talking to the cop who's investigating your wife's murder?
They have no reason to protect me.
He hasn't lived here for years.
Mary Shaw.
But the townspeople, they believe in Mary Shaw, and that's why they're not talking.
You won't answer my questions, Jamie. That's why I'm going to arrest you for stealing evidence, and then I'm going to sit you down, and you will.
What do you want me to tell you?
Something less perplexing than a ghost story.
Jamie,
Oh,
is everything all right?
Ella comes down. Is everything all right?
It's for you.
Oh, a phone call. She holds up the phone. It's a friend of yours? Donnie says, okay, Jamie, you can take it.
Hello. Who is this?
Who is it?
Henry?
I can prove it.
Henry, I can't hear you. You're
It's a
breaking up.
really bad
I
connection.
can prove it. I can. You didn't kill her. There's a way. At the theater. Meet me at the theater. It's on Lost Lake.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Henry says, meet me at the theater.
Henry, wait. What have you found? Henry! Henry!
Uh-oh. Sounds like the line went dead.
That was Henry Walker from the funeral home. He says he can prove I didn't kill my wife.
Convenient time for him to call. Let's go.
Wait. I'm gonna meet him at the theater. That's where I'm going.
No, you're going.
Oh, Donnie, you're such
You want
an
an answer?
ass.
I'm giving you answers.
Camp's over. I'm done with the ghost stories. Let's go.
I'm talking about my wife here.
Come on, man. Come on, Donnie. Don't be an ass.
What's both a favor, Jamie?
Oh, he holds out the cuffs. He says, don't make me, cuff you in front of your mom. Jamie throws Donnie down, runs out to his car. Donnie is pursuing.
You don't want to make me chase you.
Oh. Jamie starts driving away.
I don't have a full tank of gas.
Donnie doesn't have a full tank of gas, but now he has to chase Jamie to arrest him. All right, there's a high-speed chase happening. All right, it's actually not really that intense. Just an aerial shot of what could be the burial plot. Shout out to Eminem. All right, we're arriving at the theater. It is now very, very late at night, obviously. Jamie runs down. There's a lantern. He found a lantern. Donnie is just arriving. Jamie gets in the boat. He somehow got that lantern lit. And now he's just going towards the theater. It's so freaking dark. It literally is like so misty and dark. It looks like The Further from Insidious. Right, Donnie pops his trunk. He gets a shotgun and a flashlight. Right, Jamie arrives the other side of the shore. He hears Donnie yelling after him. He keeps going. Jamie's now inside. He calls out for Henry. Donnie's now at the... Donnie looks across and he sees Jamie going into the theater. How's Donnie gonna get in there? He doesn't have a boat. Oh man, I would not go in there. It's so frickin' creepy.
Where are you?
Jamie's calling out for Henry. Oh, there's rats on the floor. Jamie climbs up on stage.
Henry!
He's looking for Henry. Donnie's trying to find a way to get across. He looks. Oh, there's another boat. All right. What a coinky dink. There's two boats.
Henry! Come on, Jamie.
Oh.
I'm over here.
Henry's voice comes from the catwalk. Whoa, sorry, my S was just really intense. Donnie getting in the boat, having problems. He doesn't know how to freaking paddle. Oh, that's great. All right, Jamie is up on the catwalk. It's the very loose catwalk. Donnie made it. We made it to the other side. Oh, getting all snivelly here, folks. That's not a jokes. I know you're here too. All right. Donnie is now inside the theater. Oh, frick. The creepy arse hallway with the curtains. That I hate. Oh, you literally could not pay me enough to walk through that place at night with nothing but a lantern. All right, he's in the room with Mary Shaw's dressing room. He's looking for Henry. He's looking around. It's so dark he can't see. Henry. Oh, frick! Donnie's right behind him with a shotgun aimed at him.
Nobody's here. Our boats were the only two out there. And I'm telling you, he is not here.
Donnie looks around the room with his flashlight. They both heard Henry's voice.
You see, I told you so. I'll shoot you.
Jamie gives him like a look. Donnie says, you say told you so, I'll shoot you. Oh, that's great. All right, so now they're both investigating. They look at a wall where the sound came from. It's nothing but a wall. Oh, there's humming coming from the wall. Jamie says, he hands Donnie the lantern and says, hold this. Donnie says, where are you going? Jamie's moving towards just the wall. There's some cobwebs. He breaks down the cobwebs. He looks at the wall. He's looking up and down the wall.
Remember, whatever happens, don't scream.
He disappears. He walks and he just disappears into the wall. Donnie looks. There's a secret entrance that looks just like the wall, but you have to be standing next to it to see the entrance. All right. Donnie catches up with Jamie. He hands Jamie back the lantern and he says, "You follow me." Because Donnie, he's got the shotgun, people. He's gonna done shoot you. Because you're nasty. If you're nasty. Which, I have a feeling we're gonna find some nasty. Alright, we enter a room. There's doll faces everywhere. It's all rickety, some light coming in through the ceiling. A cabinet full of doll parts and cloth material. Doll eyes. So this is where dolls were made. Oh, there's a really creepy doll. Yeah, doll faces everywhere. Really nasty looking dolls. And half-finished dolls.
Where is he?
Donnie says, "Where is he? Where's Henry?" He looks down at the floor. Oh, there's one of Mary Shaw's little puppets. Ventriloquist puppets.
If I see one more of these...
He says, if I see one more of these dolls, he throws it behind him. It hits a curtain. The curtain comes down. It's glass cases. 4 tall with hundreds of ventriloquist dolls. All the dolls that were buried with Mary Shaw are in this room. And they're nasty looking. Really frickin' creepy. Ew, I don't like that one. He looks like a vampire. Jamie says all of them. All the dolls. He's getting a closer look at some of them just so they can show me how creepy they are, and I hate it. Yuck. Ick. Disgusting. Gross. Oh, there's one missing. Jamie looks at the tag, number 57. Billy. All the dolls are there but Billy. Okay, so he sees something. Oh, there's another red cloth over top of something. Kind of like Lisa at the beginning. Jamie goes closer. There's strings coming from it. Jamie grabs the blanket. Donnie says, yeah, he's ready with the shotgun. Jamie lifts it. There's a corpse of a young boy.
Is that a doll?
No, it's not a doll. It's that missing kid.
It's not a doll.
Jamie's getting a really close look at it. He pulls on some of the cords. It's all set up like a, what are those dancing dolls? Holy frick, it lifting its head. Donnie fell back. Jamie, he found the controls for the doll. He's like, it's just me.
I think we just solved a 70-year-old missing persons case.
Yeah, you did. Oh, her face is so nasty. Uh-oh. Jamie notices all the sound in the room stopped. He says this is how it starts. Uh-oh, we're focusing on one of the dolls in the case. There is not a sound in the room right now. We're looking at one of the doll's faces. Its eyes slowly turn to the right. And then its head slowly turns to the right by itself. Donnie notices, he says, Jamie. They look up. All the dolls start turning their heads. one by one, slowly to the right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boys. Oh boys. Now the heads are moving faster. What are they looking at? Ugh. There's a lot of dolls. This is gonna take a long time, people. Alright. Oh, frick, they're all looking at one doll. It's a clown doll that's rocking by itself, coming in and out of the shadows on a rocking chair. Kind of looks like Pennywise. Jamie and Donnie start walking. Oh, there's the Saw doll. Saw doll.
Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw, he says to the clown. The chair stops rocking.
Mary Shaw.
It leans forward, its eyes open. A voice comes from the doll.
Show yourself. Come on. What do you want?
We're just looking at the doll's face, nothing's happening now.
To silence all those who silence me.
The voice is coming from the clown doll.
You killed Michael Ash. So hard to construct the perfect doll.
I don't like this clown. Alright, we're getting flashbacks of all of her dolls. Holy frick! Oh yeah, we see her with the boy who said, I can see your mouth moving. She definitely killed that boy to try to make the perfect doll, which I don't understand that. He asked a question which I missed, and the doll said, come closer and I'll tell you. Dottie shakes his head. He says, don't.
Don't go.
Dottie tries to hold him back. Actually, really good acting right there. Tried to hold him back. Jamie was just going anyway. Donnie holds the shotgun trained on the doll. Jamie gets closer. I can't believe I once got my father to watch this movie. This is so frickin' creepy. Alright, Jamie gets closer to the doll. He's about 2 feet away. Now 1 foot away. He's right in front of the doll. He's now half a foot. He turns his head to hear. You weren't the last Ashen. The last Ashen was inside her. He turns, looks at Donnie. A tongue comes out of the doll and licks his face. It starts laughing. 2 hands come from behind the doll and grab the doll's head. The hands slowly pick up the doll. Jamie and Donnie look at it horrified. A tongue comes out. We can see it's Mary Shaw's tongue from behind the doll. Don't scream. Donnie says, don't scream, loads his shotgun, shoots the doll. And hits Mary Shaw. Now all the dolls turn. Holy frick! Now Mary Shaw starts coming through the dolls. We see the eyes change, and Mary Shaw's face starts coming through the dolls. Donnie starts shooting the dolls where she starts to manifest from. She's living in the dolls. You have to destroy all the dolls. Jamie looks like his lantern. He throws the lantern against the case. The wall with all the dolls lights on fire. Now the boy from before stands up, and Mary Shaw is behind. Alright, they're running out of the room. They're making the way downtown to the catwalk, trying to escape a creepy lady. All right, they're running down the creepy hallway. All right, they get to the catwalk. They're running. Oh, there's Mary Shaw levitating down the hallway with the creepy curtains. Oh, frick. Oh, no. The catwalk lets go. Donnie falls and screams and something caught him. Oh, frick. He falls through the curtain. His face is a gaping wide hole with his tongue removed. He falls to the floor and his electric razor was on. All right, Jamie gets on top of the half-fallen catwalk. He looks up. Yeah, right, he's got to somehow get to the other... Holy frick, Mary Shaw's right there. He falls. He falls, but he covers his mouth. Or he goes to scream, but he covers his mouth. He falls through the floor, and now he's in the water underneath the theater. Looks like they had a right proper something leak going on in here. All right, he dives down. He has to get his flashlight. There's mannequins all over the place. All right, he gets the flashlight. He's looking around with the flashlight under the water. Just mannequins and creepy stuff. All right, he's making his way to the surface. There's a mannequin in a wedding dress. Holy frick! Oh, it's a mannequin with a black eyes and a black mouth, blacked out eyes and blacked out mouth and a wig. Scared him. We thought it was Mary Shaw. It wasn't. Besides, this is not a great place to scream if you're underwater, because then you drown. Drowned or drown. All right. He made it. He made it from the depths of the water. Now he's out for a little toot and swim and just getting some cardio. He's left the theater, and we can see the theater in the background. It's on fire. He set the whole thing on fire. That place is on fire. Sempre sanctum sun-dried tomato. He's in his car. The Billy doll. He still needs to get rid of the Billy doll. He says one left. Turns his car on. He's got to go find the Billy doll. He left it with Henry. Oh, that music. All right, he runs, he goes, oh, where is he? Is he at Henry's house or is he at his parents' house? Oh, no, he's at Henry's. He's calling up for Henry. Henry. There's no one there. It's weird that he didn't knock first. Normally, normal people knock, right? That seems like the normal-ass thing to do. Well, he didn't. He didn't knock. He hears noises coming from downstairs in Henry's workroom, where he works on the bodies. Oh, he hears crying coming from the closet. It's Mary, and she's holding Henry with his gaping mouth.
Mary, listen to me. Where is it, honey? Who took it? Who took it?
Ashton. She says, who took it? She said, Mr. Ashen. He's... Oh, frick. She said it was Mr. Ashen, Jamie's father, but he's stuck in a wheelchair. He couldn't even get down the stairs. She says it was Mr. Ashen. All right, it looks like he's driving home. Why would he take the doll, though? How would he know? I guess we're just leaving. Oh, frick. It's a little bit of a thunderstorm out tonight, people. All right, he's at his parents' house. He looks up the stairs. There's no lights on in the house. The only time it's lit is by the lightning of the thunderstorm. And there's a log of lightning. They must be in the eye of the thunderstorm. Vape. Thank you for letting me vape. Oh no. All the sound drains away. The thunderstorm is still continuing, but there's no sound. He is in a completely dark room. And he doesn't have a flashlight. The clock is moving, but there's no sound. Just his footsteps. He opens the door. A door to a room. He looks inside. There's blankets draped over some furniture. Apparently no one's up, but there's a fire. There's a fire going in here, so someone must be living in this house, because there's a fire going. He looks around the room. Nothing but the floor. Holy frick! It was Donnie's voice. Why did you leave me, Janie? Henry's voice. I'm in here, coming from all over the room. One of them came from a piece of furniture that has a blanket over it. Jamie goes towards the furniture. He stands in front of it. He's dripping wet from being in the rain outside. He grabs hold of the cloth. He pulls it down. It's the Billy doll. He reaches down. He picks up the doll. It's looking in a hole. Holy frick! Mary Shaw comes in through the window. She's levitating, screaming at Jamie. Jamie drops the doll. She's moving towards Mary Shaw's moving towards him. Jamie picks up the Billy doll and throws him in the fire. Mary Shaw screams. All of her tongues come out. She fades back into the darkness. Jamie didn't scream. Jamie takes a breath. It's over. He sees his dad is across the room in his wheelchair. His dad's just sitting in the dark room. Didn't even say hi. What an ass. What an ass. He goes over to his dad. He looks at him weirdly. He turns on the light, which they do have electricity. That's good. He looks like his dad. His dad is dead. He looks like his dad. His face is all droopy, nasty. Dad? He's right all up in his face. Oh, he touches him. He falls forward limp. His father is dead. Oh, Jamie looks behind him. His entire back of his skull. Oh. He's a dummy. He's been turned into a dummy, and we see Ella is the one controlling him. It's been Ella the whole time. We see when she's on the phone, it was her voice. She's the one who sent the package to Jamie. The perfect doll. Everything is making sense to him. It's all Ella. He flips open that to make a perfect doll. He flips the flap. It's a picture of Ella's face. She's right behind him. She says,
Who's the dummy?
Who's the dummy now? We see Mary Shaw's face and Ella's. Jamie screams, and Mary Shaw attacks. Is that it? Oh no, we're going through pictures.
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her in your dreams, be sure you never, ever scream.
Holy frick. So it was just at the end there showing pictures of all the cast who had died in her photo album, and they all had dummy faces. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Dead Silence, 2007, by James Wan. One of his first movies that got him started in the horror. And you gotta say, James Wan is probably, sorry Stephen King, James Wan is the new king of horror. I love what James Wan does. Everything, almost everything he touches completely turns to horrific gold. This was amazing. I love this one. It has sentimental value. Like I said before, you know, this was filmed in a campground that I went to as a kid. The acting was amazing. The story, I think, was amazing. I mean, I'm sure the critics rip it apart because what critic likes horror movies? They all like the gushy mushy movies. But for me, this is up there. One of the very first horror movies I ever saw. 2011. It was probably one of the first ones. First horror movies I ever saw, along with Saw. I even got my dad to watch this one. I don't know how, but my dad and I sat down one night and we watched this movie. And I mean, it gets pretty freaky deaky in parts, and he sat through the whole thing. So kudos to that man. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give this one a hard 8.5 out of 10, just because I think it is. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. It's creepy. It's a great Halloween movie to watch to scare your friends and family. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave this episode right darn tootin' here. Thank you so much for listening, and those of you who watch, thank you for watching. Once again, if you're listening to the audio, jump over to YouTube Horror Commentary Podcast on YouTube, and you can watch me watch the movie, which doesn't sound that amazing, but maybe it's if you have time to watch it, or you want to see my reaction and the times when I picked my nose because I once again forgot I was being filmed, you can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, for all information on horror commentary, horrorcommentary.com. Chad's going to tell you where you can find the rest of the stuff and things. Also, feel free to jump over to iTunes and give us a big 5 stars. A couple of you have done that, and I feel like a little schoolgirl every time I read them. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Stay scared, everyone. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Horror Commentary. Follow on Twitter at JK Horror Podcast. On Facebook at facebook.com/horror commentary. Or for more information, go to horrorcommentary.com. I'm Chad. See you next time. Bye-bye.